Yeah. I guess we've already kind of touched upon this about the videos and what kind of videos work or not. Luke, you mentioned you've come across Patrick's videos. Well, what videos of Patrick's have you come across, and what would be some of the most popular videos? I know you've already mentioned psychology and stuff like that. Give us an example of some of those videos.
Well, I came across Patrick's videos first. I think, I mean, Patrick's probably the same. You can be doing something, it could be trading related, it could be anything related, to be honest, and an idea will pop into your head and you think, oh, this will make a great topic for a YouTube video, or this will make, this is something I should cover on the YouTube channel for people. And indicators is a big thing that I noticed a lot of people were asking me about, and were almost expecting a holy grail answer, which indicator is going to make me the most money? What settings should I have my RSI on, or which moving averages should I be using? So I think at one point I'd sat down to sort of put together maybe a mini series of videos about indicators, and came across Patrick's videos because he's got some fantastic videos on indicators. And in the end, I think I only did one or two on it. But yeah, that was when I first came across it. And I mean, like I said, he's done a brilliant job of explaining the indicators that he's covered. I'm sorry, I've forgotten the second part of your question.
What are some of the most popular videos from what you've posted?
From what I've posted, it tends to be tutorial videos around trading platforms, to be honest. That's done the best for me. So I seem to have a little bit of a knack for explaining how to use pieces of software. That's done pretty well. I can't think actually now off the top of my head, but yeah, they're the two that are driving the channel at the minute. I think one's for TradingView, one's for MT4. So yeah, they do the best for me. But I mean, if you spend any time on YouTube, any sort of sensationalist video titles are the ones that really get the views. I'm sure Patrick would agree. It's not the information that really needs digesting, unfortunately.
No, yeah, when you're starting out and you need to get that traction early on, I had to get pretty markety with my early titles. And my titles didn't always have a lot to do with what the video was actually about, but I kind of made them correlate over time. Because especially early on, you got to get that splash. So many channels start and then just never get traction because they don't know how to give YouTube what YouTube wants. And you have to do that at first. And then once you get people on, then you can start drilling down into more smaller concepts. Yeah, but it doesn't matter if you don't get them through the door first.
That is exactly right. Because if you haven't got the subscriber base to talk to about the real stuff, you're just talking to an empty space. And that's the hardest part, is building up a pool of people that actually want to listen for whatever reasons. Like Patrick said, if you've got to make up some spicy titles to get the people through the door, then that's what you do now and again. But then the people that stick around are the people that get the real good stuff, in my opinion.
So what is YouTube looking for? What are the people on YouTube looking for?
Relevance and viewer experience. So those are two pretty broad things. But if you're going to tell somebody that this is what your video is, then it has to actually be about that. And that kind of goes into viewer experience. If they like it and it is relevant, they are going to stay on that video and stay on your channel, which means YouTube gets to show them more ads. So one hand kind of washes the other from that point. If I was making videos on something and the video wasn't really about that, or I was wasting the viewer's time, then they would click off a lot, and YouTube would see that, and they would punish me in the rankings for that reason.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, those algorithms.
Ever changing as well.
Ever changing.
I guess do you guys have some questions for each other? Maybe let you guys go at it.
Yeah, I mean, I had one for Patrick. I was trying to think about what to ask him, and the thing that a lot of my videos always come down to is that when you really know what you're doing with trading, it boils down to just a few simple things. But getting that across to people, I found, is the hardest task. Succinctly telling people just the bits they need to know in order to help them improve is a real skill. So I just wondered how you'd best tackled that.
Yeah, I did this in my psychology videos, and I have the 3 ironclad rules of trading psychology and really trading in general. And really, you only know about these rules if you've made it to my psychology videos. So it's only for the people who I guess I deem worthy to know them. And I try to make it really memorable too. It's really simple. I say 1, trade your system. 2, stay the F out of the way. 3, repeat. And when you have something like that, you can kind of spider out from there into, okay, here's how you do 1, here's how you do 2, here's how you do 3.
Yeah.
But if people can just remember those 3 things, I mean, I even have a lot of people that say, yeah, I write that on my wall. I have that on my wallpaper, just because you can tell people that, but it's the hardest thing to do, as simple as it is. And so, and they know if they can just do those 3 things, they are going to perform better than they would otherwise. So that's been my approach. You have to have something simple and memorable for people to remember, or else they won't. So that's how I chose to approach it.
Cool.